I've been wanting to make a video for a little while now. So for this video I chose that I will make a random game using a random language that I haven't used before. So let's try to roll it. Nim. Okay, so the Nim language was chosen. Nimlang. Okay, that's pretty cool. I know almost nothing about this language. I think I watched a video about it once, but that's all. Okay, and let's see what game we are making using it. Flappy Bird. Okay, it's the most complex option, so that will be interesting.
I'm in danger!
Okay. Let's look at the language. Oh, it's using tab.
Oh, brother!
Oh no. God damn it. Okay, fine. Install Nim. Okay, so that might have been the easiest installation of a programming language I've ever had, so that's nice. So let's try to do a hello world. Make dir imtest and okay, so now it works. So right out of the gate I think I can do just echo and then like hi and then run maybe. Okay, run command not available. Okay, so from what I saw from the documentation, I can do just nim compile the thing or main.nim, and it did work. And I can do the same thing that I have an executable, yeah. But if I want to actually run it as well as compile, I can do a -r and it will work. You can see that was really really seamless, so I really appreciate that. So let's try to jump straight into the deep water and try to make a window using Graylib. From what I'm seeing, we should just do import this module name. So okay, so I'm seeing what this language is going for. It's like a Python type language, but with I think low level performance. So I think it's nice. I can see the appeal in these sort of languages. Nailib. Okay. Okay, so installation. I guess it's like a pip install. So in Python. So let's actually download that. Okay, fine. So in theory, we should just be able to do import, right? Import nailib, right? So if I do this, it should not work. Okay, fine. What happens? Oh, so it's that we just Raylib. Okay, so let's try again. Okay, it has worked. Window.nim. Okay, Raylib is a really nice game engine slash library because the syntax is constant across all of the languages, so that's nice because if you know Raylib once you can use it on every other language. So I can do it like that, but why can't I just do like what's the point, you know? Like I suppose there is a reason, I guess in the parser level, so I will just roll with it. So let's try to do a main function because what I'm seeing from the documentation, we are doing like the Python route of defining a main function and then like doing if something. It's definitely designed like an interpreted language, so I don't know what to think about that actually. Work main. Let's do an equal sign of all things and let's do something like echo hi. Let's call it. Then everything should work correctly, right? And oh my god, what is happening? Okay, so everything should work correctly and that's correct. Okay, so let's make the window. Why do I have to use the equal sign in the colon? That's not that consistent, but okay. I'm feeling like I'm writing in Python and I guess that's the final goal of the designer, so good on you. So if everything is correct, just have a window, and that's the case. So there are three main things going around. There is like the bird, pipes, movement, and spawning, and the simple collision detection. Let's make a player class because why not? Okay, so I actually data structure. Okay, reference to an object useful for a big object. What the hell? Score, which would be an int, position, a size. Okay, so that's cool. So we can have our player, which will be surely there is a better way. This is terrible. Okay, so basically this goes with the normal route of doing a proc init player and then it will return a player. But I don't really understand why we shouldn't be able to just init the player by the order of the fields. So that's weird. I might be missing something. Let's try to render our player. Draw rectangle. Does that work? Yeah, okay. Right about here there is our player. It's 1 pixel by 1 pixel, so we should change that. So let's do screen height instead of screen width in order to make it square. And as you can see, it's square and everything is okay with the world. So does that make it center? It actually throws an error about white spaces. Okay, the parser might be a little bit more sensitive than I thought. Yeah, it's okay. So now we should really add movement to our players. Let's do draw, update, and app later. Let's write our update function like proc update. Then let's do the brackets. We don't necessarily have to do them actually, but my muscle memory tells me so, so I'm gonna do that. And let's draw the rectangle over there. So now we should have the same result. Testable statements require indentation. Okay, so I guess it's a problem with this. So let's do echo. Oh, this is not. And then undeclared identifier update. But I did update it. Oh my goodness! Don't tell me that I actually need to. It's not just designed as a interpreted language. I think it's a interpreted language. Let me check. Okay, so just watched a video about this language. Oh my goodness, this is okay, this is really interesting. This language actually compiles to different language and then it compiles to machine code using LLVM. That's really unique actually. I'm really impressed that it actually works. So it might be just my dumb ass that can't actually sort out declaring functions below other functions but I'm gonna stick with this for now. Let's add a velocity to our player. So let's do velocity and let's give it a velocity of 0 for now. Can I do this? Does that work? Yeah, no problem. Wow, okay, that's nice to know. So let's do, it will be a vector 2. Let's change everything here to 0 0. Hey, we should do something like a player dot position as equals player dot velocity. Tempted to call routine vector 2. Okay, again. Okay, x y. This is annoying. Let's try again. No, that I shouldn't actually use this as a argument because this is a global variable. What's the deal? Okay, let's try again, just without the argument. Let's try again. Okay, type mismatch. Okay, and there is no overloading for vectors. That's okay, I guess. Let's try to make a util function. Proc v2 add a, which will be vector 2, and b, which will be type vector 2. Then return a vector 2. X will be a.x plus b.x, and y should be the same thing, just for y. The v2 add player dot position, and that should do the trick. And of course it gives me an error. Okay, so I need to do that in order to declare the return type. So let's do vector 2 maybe. Expected 1 off. So let's try to remove the type maybe. Maybe I'm just stupid. Expression is of type vector 2 as has to be used. Okay, so let's do TMP. Let TMP equal this maybe. And everything is okay with the world again. Okay, so that took so long. Okay, so next we should divide the update into physics update and then input update. So let's do physics. Okay, physics. Okay, we should add the position to the player. Then we should add gravity. So player dot. So player dot velocity dot y minus equals 10 pixels. Everything works in pixels. So yeah, let's do actually an if statement. So if is key pressed because this is single one. Keyboard key dot let's do space. Obviously it's key pressed, then I should do a column if it's like Python, and then a player dot velocity dot y plus equals, let's do 15 pixels, so we can overcome the gravity force. Okay, That's cool. Let's do physics and update. So we want the input to come as soon as possible. So let's do physics. And now our player should move, but very fast, I think. Yeah, it is moving very, very fast. Oh, okay, so two problems. The directions are opposite because the origin is at 0, 0. That should be plus and that should be minus. And the other thing is that, yeah, it doesn't stop. So gravity is too fast, way too fast. So let's do 5 or maybe even 3. We should add delta time ASAP, so get frame time. So let's try again. Oh my god, this is so annoying. Run and main dot. So it's moving very, very slowly, but it doesn't trigger the keyboard event. So let's try to check if it's actually been called. So I am pressing, but it doesn't apply anything. So we might need to strengthen our jump. That might be the issue. Yeah, it does. I don't need to actually overcome the downforce. It's just immediately it goes up every time. So I think instead of adding to our velocity, we should, instead of minus equals, we should do equals to and then negate and then make it a little bit faster than gravity. So let's try again. The compile time is really good actually. Okay, so I fixed the issue. I was just an idiot. Everything is good. So now let's create the lose game condition. Walk ABB. Let's do if player.position x is smaller than 0, or does that work? Or player.position. No, it doesn't work. The LSP just breaks. So let's do or position to x. No, it should be x is irrelevant. So y instead is bigger or equal to screen height minus player.size.y. So if it is the case, let's add lose flag. So let's do is dead. Is dead is obviously false. So let's do why not and not is dead. That's that will allow us to actually have a lose state. So let's do if is dead is equal to true. Then draw text at 0, 0. You lost. And then like a 20 font and red. Does that work? Okay, let's do it at 0, 0. For this example, or like 10, 10. Everything worked, it just went out of bounds. That's cool. We got to the lose statement. So here is the finished lose state. Whoops. The next thing to make is actually pipes. A pipe should actually be consistent of two different boxes. So let's create a pipe class. So let's do pipe, let's call it an object, a position, size, should also be vector2, and then an offset. I will explain later. So sequence is basically a vector. Let's do a sequence of pipes. For that I want a create pipe function. So let's make pipe. Let's do it empty. We're gonna call it a lot, and it will return a pipe. Will be a vector2. Vector2 will be x to x. Can I just do x? Y is always 0. Let's do screen height. Let's do divided by 3. The offset should make it 0 for now, and then we should calculate it. So tmp.offset is equal to tmp.size.y plus a screen height divided by 3. Okay, so the typecasting is a little bit annoying. What the hell is happening? Oh, okay. Fucking hell. Okay, so let's do like let's cast the entire thing in an integer like that. This was so not obvious. Jesus, I may be stupid. The fact that TMP offset wasn't even mentioned once in this error message just threw me really off guard. Fine. So let's create a sequence of our pipes. Okay, pipes should be a sequence of MP. Okay, they are declared, so now I can do things with them. For pipe in pipes, does that just work? Yeah, okay, pipe. Let's do 10 pixels. I hate the fucking... Can someone please tell me what's the problem? Type mismatch. Float and float. I really don't understand what it means. Pipe position is immutable, not var. So looping through stuff is very much not like other languages I've looked through. Len of pipes. So now it works, I hope. Let's see. Oh, so -1. Fine. No, not this one. -1. -1. Okay. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. I'm just stupid. -1 is an expression of itself. Okay, I'm stupid. Never mind, let's try again. Okay, now it works. Okay. Fucking hell, this is annoying. Let's actually print them out. So let's do 4 pipe in pipes. And that's the top one. Okay, so we want to draw the second rectangle. And we should see our pipes. Hopefully, we shall see now. Our pipes actually do render. They are too close to each other and they are moving too slow. So I think we should make the sequence be created programmatically. Sec of pipes. That's cool. 4i in 003. Okay, so add, let's do make pipe, and then I multiplied by, I don't know, 50 pixels. Let's see how it looks. Way too close to each other, like 200 pixels between each one, and we should have a kickstart of 300. Okay, that looks way better. Let's make them faster, 2.5 times faster. We are starting to get somewhere. So now the next step will be changing the size of the opening and the position of the opening. So we need to add a random factor to each pipe. Factor will also be an integer. So let's see how we actually generate a random integer. Import std/random. Okay, so want the random to be from 0 to, let's say, let's shift that by 150 pixels if we want. That will be the pipe size this time. Temp.y, which is the size, be added, wrap that into a float. Let's do temp size. Let's do temp size and use this size instead. And we should have a random length every time. Okay, so that achieves the effect we want 3 times as this dramatic. It now should be possible. We should check that if a pipe is out of the world, we should just move it back. If pipes in I is bigger than 0, then we just continue. But if it doesn't, and we do have to reset the pipe, we can just reset it. At I is to MP screen width plus 170. It should be seamless now. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so they do morph, but we need more pipes. Let's double them and let's make them twice as quick. Yeah, it's seamless. So they disappear and just reappear. Okay, never mind. Two of them decided to just collide. So let's try to lower the amount of pipes and let's see if that fixes the issue. The spawning does work very well, but the variation isn't that good, so we need to take care of that. We should take care of the collisions first. And I think we should make our player smaller. We should check if it collides. So I stole a little formula from the internet that tells me how to do an ABB collision. Okay, so this is the function a pos, which will be a vector 2, a size will be position 2, and b size, you guessed it, vector 2. Okay, so it's gonna return a boolean. Okay, so this is the condition in our phone. Oh my goodness, the end symbol to end. Let's check for the top pipes. Let tmp and tmp.size.x y plus tmp float 32 of tmp.factor. Factor if not does intersect tmp size, then we continue. No, if it does, if we do intersect, is that is true, and we exit the procedure. Let's try. I'm to call routine vector. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's try. Okay, so it appears to work on the y-axis. Oh no. So something is clearly wrong with our ABB collision. So let's try to check if we do the intersection right. Okay, so I got this sorted out by just reading the function again. So now it does work. It kills me as soon as I touch the pipe, as it should. We should do the same thing, but for the bottom part. So now, if it works correctly, we should have collision with the bottom too. Okay, that's nice. So, in theory, our game should be functional. The game is really easy right now. Factor should be 100. Okay, I'm noticing two things. the jumping is way too hard, so I'm gonna turn it down a little, like 150 instead. And the seed is not changing, so we need to randomize this seed. Okay, we need to actually call randomize, and that should take care of that, I think. So let's do init window. Before that, we should do randomize. The seed does work. We get a different result every time. I really don't like the fact that I have to open and close the game every time. So I think we should do a proper reset. We don't need it anymore. If is dead, then we should reset everything. So we should have a reset function, else otherwise. Let's do everything like that. And we need a reset function. Reset, let's copy that. Player is equals to player. We need to just copy this out and even just call that function at the start of the game. Reset and everything is cool. We also need to reset is dead. So is dead is equal to false. So now we should have a proper reset. We need to clear the pipes. So clearing a sequence, from what I saw in Stack Overflow, it should be pipes equal to just an empty sequence. So now, as you can see, we have a proper game loop that doesn't close the window immediately. That's nice. I'm not really that happy with the pipes. Every bottom piece is the same length, so we need to change that. So let's go to make pipe and let's change the offset with a random plus random from a range of 0 to 60 pixels. Maybe minus. Let's make it smaller. So let's do that. Now the generation should look a lot better. If it actually was better, the size should be bigger. The generation of the pipes is way more different, but the game is pretty much non-functional. Oh, this is so annoying. Okay, so we need to make it a little bit less severe. So let's do like 70% maybe. The openings are way bigger. Yeah, it's Flappy Bird, I guess. I'm not really happy with the gameplay, but it is working. So let's add a little bit of refinement. Okay, so I added some features and I think it's done. Let me show you. And as you can see, there is a score meter now and a press space to begin. And we can just go and play good, that is. And as you can see, we did manage to make a really bad but a working version of Flappy Bird using Nim. Nim was really pleasant to work with. It has some annoying aspects, yeah, especially the LSP. It gave me a lot of trouble, but it doesn't really say anything about the language itself. The language is it's really finished. It feels really finished, but the error messages, I don't know, the error messages feel a little bit mysterious for me. Might be stupid. I don't really like the Python style of code, like with the tabs and everything, but I get why people like it. I really had fun. It was a breeze compared to other languages I tried before. It really is Python with the performance of C. So yeah,